Say key. And Hanshazation. Now in the original Rand method, he touches each time after he traces the symbol. Touches it 3 times, says the name once each time. That didn't prove to be at all necessary clairvoyantly, so I've dropped that. It's up to you whether you do that or not. What's seen clairvoyantly at this point is as you're tracing the symbols into your hands, they kind of snap to a perfect template. You know, nobody that I know traces symbols perfectly. And then they vanish after about 30 seconds to 1 minute, leaving just the energy of that particular symbol, which is represented by a line. The next thing that you do is trace out a large choku-ray in front of you. And a little choku-ray out on each chakra, beginning at the root, proceeding in order to the crown. Laying the last one flat on top of the head. And again, I usually lay 3 up here for some reason. 1 is certainly more than sufficient for you. And this is another step. This one isn't in the book. It's where I just simply visualize and empower them all again. And I do that simply by saying Choku-Ray 3 times again. The next thing that you do is the prayer of intent for protection. Mine goes something like this. It is my intent that the energy, which is represented by these symbols, which I'm about to trace out, be used to protect and purify all present as well as the space. And then you trace out all 6 symbols in the space right in front of you. Beginning with Tibetan Dicomio, and then Serpent for Fire. And then Usui-Dicomio. Choku-Ray. Key. And I'm intuitive when I'm tracing symbols out like this ahead of time. However, when I implant them as close as I can get them to the way that they're normally drawn. And Hanshazation. And then your invocative prayer to call upon whoever you want to help you. So we'll see. At this time I call upon and ask for the assistance of all angels, all archangels, all angelic choirs and angelic forces, each and every master and ascended master, all Reiki guides, including the highest Reiki guides, all of my own personal guides, all of the guides of those present, my low and high selves, the low and high selves of those present. Further, I ask for the assistance of the overlighting diva of healing, the overlighting diva of Reiki, as well as all beings of divine love and light of every harmonic and octave throughout all of creation and beyond. Is that for a nice video? I ask for your assistance with this. We'll make it a second degree attunement. Second degree attunement, second degree attunement, second degree attunement. And I visualize second degree attunement very strongly in my mind as I'm sitting here. Then you're ready to begin your attunement, so have the person put their hands up to their heart chakra and begin by tracing a serpent of fire down the back, bringing the arc halfway through the head, and ending with a little spiral at the base of the spine, seated the Kundalini type thing. And then I guide the symbol in and I say its name 3 times, visualizing it very strongly. You place your hands on the person's head. And what you're doing here is raising their vibration to a level more akin to yours, a little closer to yours. And this can feel in any number of different ways. You can feel it with heat, tingling, pressure, whatever. This process has gotten very intuitive for me, and it will for you as well, I'm sure. And then you do a procedure called the violet breath. Now, to do the violet breath in this system, you contract the Hui point, you touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth just behind your front teeth, and you take an in-breath through your mouth, and as you take the in-breath through your mouth, you visualize energy coming down, white light energy down through your crown chakra, down the front channel of your body, between your legs, up the back channel of your body, and then as you hold your breath, you see that energy turn from a misty white filling your head to blue, cobalt blue energy, to violet, and then you visualize a violet vortex in the back part of your head, and within the violet vortex, at the very center, is the Tibetan master symbol in white light, and then you exhale. On the exhale, you exhale the violet energy and the Tibetan master symbol into the crown chakra. And immediately after you've done that, you take the hand that you're going to trace the rest of the symbols with, the hand that you usually trace symbols with, and you guide that symbol down through the crown chakra, through the middle of the brain. You plant in the base of the brain. It looks something like this. Now, 2 tips on this. First of all, get your mouth as dry as you can. Suck that spit back like there's no tomorrow, but if you don't, the person sitting is going to get a little shower. So, pay attention to things like that. Also, after you've taken the symbol down, visualize it very strongly planted at the base of the brain, and leave your fingers remaining there until you absolutely know that it's planted. And it's not stopping there, it's going down through all the chakras. So you usually will not be intuitively led to take your hand away until it has reached and completed its chakra cycle. The next thing that you do is above the head you trace out a Usui master symbol. And you bring it down through the crown chakra, Daikomyo, through the middle of the head, Daikomyo, and plant in the base of the brain, Daikomyo. And of course, you also said Daikomyo 3 times for the last symbol. Anytime you trace out a symbol, you say its name 3 times. Build up a very strong visualization of it being there. And then you touch the person on the left shoulder, signaling them to bring their hands up above their head, which you've explained to them how to find, of course. Place your hands around theirs for a brief moment. Kind of attune them to the energy. And then above the hands, you trace out a Chokure. And you guide it down through the hands, Chokure, through the crown chakra, Chokure, and you plant it in the base of the brain, Chokure. Building up a very strong visualization of it being there until you know that it's going to remain there. And then you do the same thing with Seheki. And then you do the same thing with Hansha-Zesho. I'm going a little bit faster than I ordinarily would. Hansha-Zesho in as it goes through the hands, Hansha-Zesho in as it goes through the crown chakra, Hansha-Zesho in as it planted into the base of the brain. And you guide their hands back down to in front of their crown chakra, and you move around front. Taking the hand that you don't trace symbols with, you place it underneath their hands like that. Some of you would like to come on. Just kind of, you can kneel down.
For the cape, Jeff, should we say heart chakra instead of crown chakra? For the hands to come back down to?
Oh, did I say crown chakra? No, I'm not. Thank you. Guide the hands down to the heart chakra, in front of the heart chakra. Thank you. Okay. The hands down like this. Open them up like a book using your non-symbol tracing hand, almost like a tabletop underneath it. And lay them flat. Then into the hands you're going to place a choku-rei. So trace a choku-rei out flat above the top of the hands. Choku-rei, choku-rei, choku-rei. Tapping lightly 3 times, guiding the symbol, and this is the place where you ordinarily slap the hands in the traditional Usui system, but we discovered that that wasn't necessary. What's going on here is extraneous energy that doesn't relate to choku-rei energy is being knocked off of the hands. You can knock it off of the hands just as effectively with a powerful Reiki master hand as you can by slapping it away. So I choose not to slap because I don't want to bring this person out of their meditative state. And then again with the Seheki. Seheki, 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 guiding it in. Leaving your hand there on the 3rd time. Building a very strong visualization of the symbol until you know that it's planted and it's going to stay there. And then a Hansha-Zesho. Hansha-Zesho in, Hansha-Zesho in, Hansha-Zesho in. And then while the hands are here, there's a vortex of energy and a strong link to the 3rd eye. So this is the point at which we've added to the Usui-Tibetan system, adding and planting the symbols into the 3rd eye chakra. So I'm going to do that now at 1st degree, and this is the only difference, again, between 1st and 2nd degree in this system, aside from the intent and the evocative prayer at the beginning. At 1st degree, you add only a choku-rei. At 2nd degree, you add choku-rei, Seheki, and Hansha-Zesho. So it's the 2nd degree. I'm going to add all 3 symbols. You can trace them out right in front of the 3rd eye, or you can just visualize them there. And guide them in. Choku-rei, choku-rei, choku-rei. Very strong visualization. Seheki, 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 Seheki. And Hansha-Zesho. Hansha-Zesho in, Hansha-Zesho in. Hansha-Zesho. Close the hands. You bend down in front, maintaining contact with the hands. You take in a deep breath. And you exhale. And notice that I exhaled into the hands, then down to the root chakra, up to the crown chakra, back down to the root chakra, and then strongly into the hands. So what you're doing is you're going hands, down, up, down, hands. And the key to this is conservation of breath. And I always try to save a little extra for the end, which is very nice. What's going on energetically at this point is, this is the first point at which blue enters the thing. Until now it's been primarily violet and white. Blue is the sealing energy, so although this isn't called the sealing, this is the first point at which extra crap energy, anything that's remaining, is blown away, and the sealing process begins for these women. I leave my hands around her as